So you are welcome to this part, and inside this part I'm going to be showing us how we can create a Facebook lead generation campaign, and if time permits I'm going to show us how we can also create a messaging advert on Facebook that we can use to get people that can actually message us on Facebook. Sorry about my voice, it's just catalysis. So let me just come here. So this is a new ad account. You can see it's new, it's different from the first one, the one I was using in the other video. So for you to create a Facebook on lead ad, it is for those people who are like, oh, my own company, we do Zoom sessions. I just want to get what is it called, I just want to get people's details and then call them over the phone and all that. So this is for you people, or even if you have an agency and then you just want to get people's phone numbers, their name, all those things, and then you are able to actually like call them over and probably just close them over the phone. This is for you and for all other people too that probably they are like, oh, we invite people to some sessions, or even if you are like, if you have like an event, you can also do this even for your state. Okay, probably in your state, and then you can just do this to get their details and call them and book them also for the event. Okay, so let's get straight right into it. The first thing you want to do, of course, is to come here and click on create. So it's going to load, and in this place what you are going to go for is lead generation. You can see it says collect leads for your business or brand. So that's the place you're actually going to come to. Click on lead generation. So let me name this we are still going to change the name of the asset and the ad, but let's just start with this. Now, beautiful, we are already in here, and for this part I'm not going to use the CBO. I'm just going to leave it alone, and I'm just going to come over to the ad set. Now we have about three methods. Let me try this. Yes, so we have about three methods that you can use to generate leads. Okay, you have about three methods that you can use to generate leads. The first one is instant forms. So in this So inside these instant forms, people will submit a form just like the one we designed for like our opt-in page, or probably let's say you go to a website and then they'll tell you that you should input your name and your email address and all that. That is for the instant form. So instead of taking them to a website, this one is going to be on Facebook. This one is going to be what is going to be on Facebook. So we can create something like that without having a website. Then the second one is automated chat. So in this automated chat, you are going to set up like a message sequence that is going to ask these people questions and is also going to reply them. Okay, he's going to ask them questions and is also going to reply them. Like, they would think that they are chatting with you, or they might think that they are even chatting with a real person, but you're actually just going to set it up for yourself. Then the third one is the call. Okay, is the call. I normally don't really use this call part. I normally don't use it. I've never used it before, and I'm not going to talk it. So let's start from instant forms. Instant forms. Let's If you have not yet accepted Facebook lead ads, you will see something here that will say that accept. So you need to accept it. We are spending just 1,000 naira a day. Let's just put it at 1,000 a day. It says we are going to be having less than 10 leads. Well, that's great. Let's see. All these recommended for you. Abeg, X them. So we are not going to be using dynamic creative because we believe that we have money, and since this is a new ad account, we are just going to be starting from the scratch. Okay, so there are no saved audiences here. So I have to create an audience from the scratch. So for this one, I'm going to use what I call broad targeting. So recently, I've been creating ads and I've been testing a lot of ads with interest and all that. And one of my best performing ads of nowadays are now like broad interest. Like I don't use any targeting at all. Facebook does it for me. But the thing is that I always use about 2,000 naira. I've not tested it on a 1,000 naira budget. I always use like 2,000 naira budget. So let's just use let's say we want to use this one for broad targeting. So Facebook is going to do the targeting for us. So but of course if you still want to do the age, because it's not everybody that can actually afford this. So let me just take this to like 27 years. And location, let's say we are going to Ghana. Now, one thing about this, when you are selecting a location, people living in or recently living in this location, is that if somebody, let's say the person was in Nigeria and then let's say the person traveled out, there is still a huge chance that the person will still see your ad. Why? Because the person was in Nigeria and they were recently in Nigeria. So if you want it to be like, okay, you want it to be only Nigeria, you come here and you see like people living in this location. So let's say that we want to go for Ghana. We want to create these ads. We don't want to get Nigerian leads. We want to get Ghanaian leads. So let me just use Ghana and let's see what's up. Okay. So what's it bringing us? It's saying we are going to be reaching 1,000 to 3.3 thousand people every day, and we are going to be having about 10 leads, less than 10 leads. That's what they say. We might actually have more than that though, but that's just like their own stuff. And their audience size about 4.5 million, which is still okay. So let's go. So this one we are using broad targeting. So let me change it uh to this one means broad. So we are not using anybody, we're just using broad targeting here. So let's continue. So you can decide to save this. So once you save it, you can just be like broad tar Ghana. So let's say you now save an audience and you want to look at it again. So you see this is what you're actually going to see, like when you first of all come here and you don't have any audience. So you just come over to use saved audience and you'll be able to see the audience that you have saved, and you will click on it and everything will be okay. So you can see we are not going to be using automatic placement, we are going to be using manual placement. We don't want um all these Facebook marketplace. We are not using a video, we are using an image, so we are going to be using Instagram Explore. We don't want them stories and reels, in stream. We don't even want search in article. I always like doing this. I always like something like this. I always like using this network native banner interstitial. I always love using it. So that's just it. And then for the optimization for ad delivery, you can just leave it to leads. Just leave it to leads. Leads is okay. Or if let's say that you were so confused and you're like, okay, which one should you do? You can actually just go for leads and test it with conversion lead. But what I'll do is that, because this is a testing, we just want to find out the interest that will give us like the best result. So what I will do is that I will take this one. This is the first ad set, right? This is the first ad set. I'll create another ad set with I am interest. So that one will be interest. This one will be broad. I'll create like probably two ad sets that will be interest based, and this one is only broad. And let's say that out of the winning ad set, I am able to pick out one. Out of all the three ad sets, I'm able to pick out one. Then it's obvious that I will now test that one. I will test the optimization for ad delivery lead versus conversion lead to see the one that will now give me like the best result. So if I like to really do this, that's actually what I'm going to do in this place. Just leave it and click on next. and then we are actually going over to the add part. Yeah, so let me just save this. Add one. So that's add one. So we don't have an Instagram account. Just look. Okay, I have an Instagram account connected, but if you don't have, what you're just going to see is what you are just going to see is that you selected something, but basically Facebook is just going to create like a dummy account, a dummy Instagram account for you that you can just use to run the ad. But I have my own Instagram account connected to my Facebook page, so that's why it's actually bringing it out here. And so if you want to use a video or an image, you can select this. We are using one image, and let's click on add media, sorry, change media, and then let's click on upload because we don't have any media yet. So let's assume that this is what we are using. So we click on that, and then you have to, you see, you can see that this is not really so optimized. Like there is a lot of space here and there are no spaces here, so you have to look at it also. So for this one, I'm just going to select this 916. You see, it's kind of more full now. I would not have done it if it were like really so good and optimized, but because it isn't, that's why I'm selecting 916. And this one, I'll just leave it, I'll just leave this one like this and just click on next. And now they are saying, after displaying your ad, an additional end card will be displayed featuring the most recent images from your Instagram feed. This is for Instagram story ads only. Now, I will say that you should not do this. Why? Because we don't want to confuse people. Okay? We don't want to confuse people. Except if you are running an ad for like you want to take people, you want to take people to like to like your, I mean to follow you on Instagram. We only, and I repeat, we only want to get people to do the lead. If you are like doing your ad for like two things, we are going to have a problem. But we only want people to actually like just become a lead. So we don't want to do any end tag to Instagram stories. And so we are not going to check this. We're just going to click on done. And in the primary text to tell people what your ad is all about. Let me see if I can get some notes that I can just use. Let me just use this as my headline. So let's just say that this is my headline. This is not my headline though. I'm just saying that this is my headline. And your primary text, whatever your ad is all about, you write it there. So whatever your ad is all about, you are going to write it here. Or let me try and see if I can just this is for landing page. Okay, so let me just show you what this is gonna bring out. So you come here, you can see, here, and you can see the Yale Foods coming up as your headline, and you can see the what we are writing here coming up as the primary text is coming up right here. So that's how it's basically it. That's what it basically is all about. So let me just um let's just say free video reviews are smart videos are taking We don't want to use the word revolutionary. It's too thick. But let's use it. Of these newly launched. I avoid using strong, big words. Of this newly launched life changing Spanish company to blah 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 to become better persons and all that and all that and all that. So you can just basically write it there. And your call to action is like this sign up plate. So let's just say that you see something like this, you can don't use apply now. If you're not applying, sign up is still okay. And now this is where you're now going to create like your form. So click on create form, and you can just give it a name. What's even the name of this ad? You can say one, and this place just leave it alone in the intro. You don't need, if you have an image you can, but I don't think you really need it. For the greeting I just ignore them. You can just remove ignore greeting or something. I just ignore them. I just want them to go straight into the form, and they should fill it up. But if you have a greeting, you can add I don't know, what headline can we use for this? Free video reviews how Nigerians like you, and this too. Let me just try and copy this. Sorry, let me just save draft. But basically I don't really like using this because I feel like I just want people to be able to actually like just guess it straight, right? But you can put it in your own though. I just don't like using it. So if will I say that you should use it? Because I don't use it, of course I will say you shouldn't. But everything is all about testing. We need to know how to improvise, and how to see it's even 60/60. So I don't really use it. So I'm just going to remove this grid, and then I just go straight to the questions. That's what I do. I go straight to the questions, and you can see actually before you can actually use their question, you need to tell them how what you are getting from them will be used, because Facebook they are actually trying to protect their ecosystem. So you can just put in something like this: information will be used to contact you. This is okay. You can just do something like this, and then choose the type of information you need. So the first thing we want to ask is their name, is their full name, and then let's say we want to ask for their phone number. So okay, so if you want to add another question, you come here where it's right, add category, you click on it, and then you now see a lot of different things that you can ask. So if you want like their contacts, their email, phone number, street address, city, state, province and country. If you want like their information, it has already been added. If you want like their date of birth, blah 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 blah. But basically we don't need all this. The only things we need are like their name, we need their phone number, we need their email address, and probably their state. Those are the things we need. So let's say we have their name, and then we go ahead and then we click on let's say their phone number, and then we come here again, and then we click on contact field, and then we click on their email address, and then we come here again, this add category again, and then we click here, and then we click on their state. I think these are actually really the most important. If you have other fields that are here, you can actually add them to it. So if so let's because we have just been doing contacts with, let's say that we need something else. In the user information we have already asked their full name, so it's going to give us their first name and their last name. So that's why we cannot add first name, last name, and all that again. Demographics, there's nothing we want to do with their date of birth, gender, blah 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 blah. There's nothing we want to do with it. Then next, you have to come over to the privacy. So what Facebook, like I said, Facebook is trying to protect their ecosystem. So they always want you to put in a privacy link. I, as a person, I have one. I have one on my website. Yes, I have a privacy policy on my website. So if you have a website, you can just go ahead and copy this my own privacy policy onto your website and just put in the link onto Facebook. It's as simple as that. So you can just copy this. I'm just going to copy this and just put it there, put a link. That's all. So if you do not have a website, I cannot say that, because the last time I was actually trying to do something like this, I used a WhatsApp group link, but I did not even submit the ad for review. So you can use probably something like a WhatsApp group link. So let's say we have something, a WhatsApp group link, like let me see, I should still be able to get a WhatsApp group link from this place. So let's say we have something like this, we are just able to put it somewhere here, V. So you can just do something like that and see. If they do not approve it, then you might just want to get like a cost. There are many website builder. We have wordpress.com, wiz.com. Just go there, paste this thing onto a part of the website, and just copy everything from my own. Sorry, just copy everything from my own website. You see, there is not something that is hard. Just copy some everything, and please make amendment too, because there are some places that they wrote if solutions site to if solutions, so you make amendment and change it to your own name. So just copy it and then use it for your stuff. And then at the end, so you can now have like the opportunity for them to even contact you directly. Okay, so you can have the opportunity for them to contact you directly. So if you have like one small presentation that you want to show them after collecting their lead, which is like what we like do, this is like something we do for like funnels and lead pages and all that. If you have like a presentation, you can just put in the link here. So let me use the link of get unlimited downlines and just put it there. Where is it? So that one is taking time. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to put it here. So if you have a WhatsApp group link, you can even still put it there. If you have like a website link, you have a landing page, you can put it there. But note, the link you use in your completion messages can't go directly to a PDF file, JPEG file, image, or download. So you can just the call to action, let's say watch video, because we said free video reviews. So you can just be like what videos, is going to take them to the link. Or if you have a WhatsApp group link, you can just be like join class or join group or join training or join the free training. So in this place, call to action button is either it is view website, download, or call business. So in this place, this call business will be able to call you, this download they'll be able to download whatever you have, and view website you'll be able to take them to your website, and that's just it. You just click on publish, and that's it, you're set. So that's it, and that's just basically it like that. It's not something that is hard, and you just click on publish. So let's say that you have, let's um duplicate this ad, but we are just using 1,000 error a day or so. Let's say we want to duplicate this ad, and we want to use another image. Remember, when you are testing for just one thing. You are not going to be testing, you are not going to be changing. If you want to test for the image, you test for the image. If you want to test for the copy, you test for the copy. So we are not changing, what's it called, we're not changing everything. We are just testing out for what the best one that can give us the best result. So let me delete this. and then just add a new one directly. And let me click on upload, and let me just see. Okay. So should still be in downloads. Let me see this. Yes, let me see. I want to use something like this. This is just like a random image from my laptop. It doesn't mean that it is an image that is correct, but this is just for illustrative purposes, right? So you just click on it, you click on next, and let's see how it looks like. You can still see, click on 916, but you can see that this one is not actually dope for the 916, because so you can just put it like original the way it is. Don't worry, Facebook can still optimize it and make it become suitable, and then you just click on next. No, remember, we are not allowing any end card. Just click on done, and you can see the image has changed, and that's just it. We are just testing for the image. Now let's go and duplicate this entire art set. You see, original campaign, number of copies, just one for now, and let's see what's up. So in this part, we want to change it to interest one. So the only thing we want to change here is simple. The only thing we want to change here is just the targeting. Okay, this is the targeting we want to change here. So we are still using Ghana. Let's say we just want to do Ghana. I'm going to remove Nigeria, and let's say we just want to target females in Ghana, or let's say people who are like administrative work in Ghana. Okay, so let's say we want to do our targeting, because we want to take our, I just love using like from 27 above, but this time around let's do from 30 above, and all genders, female, women, and add may get 0 leads, you may not get any leads, blah 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 blah. Leave them alone. Detail targeting, let's say we want to come and browse, and then we come over to, sorry, demographics, and then we come over to work, and then we come over to industries, and we come over to administrative services, and see how many. What's it? It's going to give us 6,500 people. It's too small. It's too small, so we cannot use it. So let's just go for women. Women alone who are 30 years plus for this in Ghana. For Ghana. So if it's in Nigeria, oh, they are estimating 0 leads for us. Now we can actually go ahead and test this, or you cannot go ahead and test this. But basically, based on my experience of like this, is actually mixed. Sometimes what they say is right, and sometimes what they say is wrong. But I have like, probably I have like the opportunity to test. So most times I just go ahead and do it my way. So when they say something like this, you want to make sure, if you are beginning, you just want to make sure and just you want to make sure that you are not having 0 leads if you are a beginner and you don't have a lot of money to to spend. So we're just gonna come, where is even this thing? We are just gonna come over here, and I think probably it's because of the number of people that they are small. So we are just gonna use all, and click on browse, and then let's just look for a random interest. Let's say someone who is interested in selling, or let's say products. So we have blah 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 blah. We have a lot of products here. We have air products. We have Avon product. Let's check Avon product. We have 28,000. It's still small. It's still small. Let's just go for direct. Let's use direct selling and see what's up. 16 million worldwide. I mean in Ghana, 13,000 is really really small. Let's just use selling. If someone is interested in selling, if we change the location to Nigeria, everything we have been using will actually be, be okay. But it's because the country, I mean the population, they are not much. That's why we're actually having this stuff like this. Let's just go for sales. Now at that, the thing we can still see is 1.8 million. But remember, your copy must speak to your target audience, right? So you can decide to save if you want. We have manual placement selected, and that's all. So the next thing we want to do again, we want to duplicate. You know, I said we are going to be using three ads. Okay, three ad sets. Sorry, we want to duplicate this again. Duplicate. So I'm going to actually change that to agency 2. So this one will be agency 3, like that. Interest 2. Okay, don't worry, you can still leave it that way. And let's come over here and change our, sorry, let's come over here and change the targeting, and let's just click on browse. Sorry, suggestions. You click on suggestions. So well, let's say you impute something like this, and you want to find out like what else does Facebook has to offer about this. Just click on suggestions, and you can see we have marketing, business, blah blah blah. We want something. We are not actually doing this. Digital marketing, engaged shoppers, shopping, social media marketing. I'm not interested. So we're just going to come over here. So actually Ghanaian, so this is 27 to 65. They are just giving us 4.7 million. If we select women alone, what's it going to give us? 1.7 million. But it's saying we are actually going to get 0 leads. We will, if I am the one, I will go ahead and actually test this out. Why? Because if I'm reaching between 1,000 to about 2,000 people every day with my budget of 1,000 naira, and the potential reach is 1.7 million, based on how Facebook works, there's a huge chance that I'm actually going to get results. So I will go ahead and test this if I am the one that actually like owns this ad and all that. So that's just basically how you do it. So if you want to publish this, you come over to the campaign here and you click on publish, and then you wait for Facebook to. So you can see we have one campaign, 3 ad sets, and 6 ads. So let me quickly just talk about if you want to use like the other one, which is which is sorry which is the, sorry, I thought I saw it here, the automated chart. Yes, the automated chart. So you have selected this, your ad will be affected, of course. Yes, you can see they're already saying blah 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 must be an array and all that. So you're gonna come here and you just go here. So yes, so we have selected this to be, where is it, automated chat. So people message our business to become leads. That's why we are now saying, okay, we want to go over to the ad. This is the first ad, this is the copied one. It really doesn't matter because the only thing we changed is the image. Let's just come here. So create once you create your form, you can use it for either the first one or the second one. So you can use it for either the first one or the second one. But let's say, okay, we just want to create another form. It's still basically the same thing. Okay, but you can just use them like, okay, you can just use the one form you have taken for another. But it's just that this one we will not, we will take them to be like more interactive and all that. But I still prefer this the lead generation method. So just put in there, they fill it out immediately. then they get access to whatever you are able to generate leads, call them, invite them for your Zoom presentations and all that. Now let me change this back to instant forms. So this thing is actually link URLs. So there was a time I was asked 10 placement is too much. Is it because we changed this? When we weren't supposed to have 10 placements. You have to be careful. Facebook too, like I said, they are a business, they are business oriented, so they know what they are doing. So you see, just this. So if you see this thing that they are, I mean, they are kind of like um doing like they are kind of like giving you issue. What you can just do is just to click on here and duplicate. Click here and duplicate, because there was time I was also having the same issue, but I just had to kind of like duplicate it and I got it resolved. So that first draft I deleted it. So this one, we can, if we go ahead, this ad will not get published. So let's say we even reload the page now and let's see what's up. Okay, let's see what's up. Has it gone? Yes, it has gone. So now you can publish this and everything will be published. So that's how basically you do like a lead generation advert for your business, whether network marketing or whatever other business you are into. So thank you for watching this one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.